Elias lived in an old Victorian house in Leeds. It was a fixer-upper, full of damp patches and creaky floorboards. But there was one sound he couldn't explain, a heavy, wet thud, every night at 3:14 a.m. coming from the attic. One night, fed up and fueled by too much caffeine, Elias grabbed a torch and climbed the pull-down ladder. The attic was freezing. His breath misted. He shone the light around, nothing but old trunks and dusty Christmas decorations. Then he saw it. In the far corner, the wallpaper was peeling away. It wasn't damp, but saturated. Dark, thick liquid seeped from the ceiling, dripping onto the floor. Drip, drip, thud. The thud wasn't a sound. It was something heavy hitting the floorboards from inside the crawl space above. Elias saw a small wooden hatch in the ceiling, barely big enough for a child. He pushed it with his torch. It was stuck. He pushed harder. Suddenly, the hatch gave way, and a torrent of cold, black fluid poured out. It soaked Elias's face. It tasted like copper and rot. It was old blood. Along with the blood, something fell out. A hand. It wasn't a human hand. It had 7 fingers, each as long as a dinner plate, and the skin was translucent like a deep-sea fish. It twitched. Elias tried to scream, but the black liquid rushed into his mouth, choking him. He looked up into the dark hole. 2 massive, milky white eyes, each the size of a grapefruit, stared back down at him. There was no nose, no ears, just a wide, circular hole filled with rows of needle-thin teeth. The creature didn't jump down. Instead, it reached out with its other hand and grabbed Elias by the hair. It began to pull him up. Elias's neck cracked against the wooden frame of the hatch. He clawed at the floorboards, his fingernails snapping off. He was dragged into the tiny, dark crawl space. The last thing Elias saw before being pulled into the pitch black was his own torch falling down the attic ladder, flickering out. The next morning, the house was silent. The only sign anything had happened was a single wet patch on the ceiling of the bedroom below. Thud.